Today's the big day. In a couple hours, I'll be heading to the airport to catch my flight to France. So I just wanted to update everybody on what was going on. And I also wanted to thank all my sponsors and everybody who contributed to me being able to go on this trip. The flight heads out around 4 o'clock and we'll arrive in DC around 5, and then take DC to France, and I'll arrive in France about 6:55 a.m. their time. They're 6 hours ahead of us, so here it'll be about 1 a.m. in the United States. So like I said, I just wanted to thank my sponsors as well. I'm going to try to name these off the top of my head. The IFA for one, because after winning nationals, I got a nice little contribution from them. And if I wouldn't have got that, I don't know if I'd be going on this trip right now. Also, we got Bob's Plaques. Bob Sutton's a legend in our sport. He makes one-of-a-kind plaques for arm wrestling. So if you're a promoter, get a hold of Bob Sutton. Cornerstone Fence. They're out of the Detroit, Michigan area. If you guys are in that area and need a fence, make sure you get a hold of them. Illyria Wrestling. That's where it all started, guys. If I would have never wrestled in high school, I don't know if I would have had, the competitor's mindset that I have now. The discipline. Wrestling teaches you a lot more than just the sport. It teaches you life lessons. So, looks like we got a couple people here watching. A Reeb hater, hello buddy, how you doing? So, Northern Ohio Arm Wrestling, that's run by Johnny Jarrett. Appreciate his support. He's been a good training partner for me for the last couple years. Who else? The crew, all my friends, their family, you guys know who you are. They all came together with a surprise contribution, and that kind of sealed the deal on me being able to afford, the rest of my hotels, the travel expenses and everything. So appreciate it, guys. Let's see. Brew O2 Coffee. They're out of Lorain, Ohio. They are a mobile coffee bar. I have not been to them yet, but the owner, he was a good friend of mine. Me and him went through the academy together, so when I get back from France, I will definitely be checking out that mobile coffee bar and getting a little pick-me-up in the morning. Who else? Stubborn Goat Mechanics. He is a family member of my best friend. They're in the Eastern Ohio area. Does everything mechanical. So if you guys are ever in the Eastern Ohio area, need your car worked on, get hooked up with Stubborn Goat Mechanics. Oh, let's see. I don't want to forget anybody. Got another message coming in. Sounds good, Reeb. Definitely try to get hooked up with a good club. I'm sure there's a bunch of clubs in India. They also have the Pro Panja League, which I would love to go to one day. I would just have to find the right time to get out to India, but that's for another time. All right, let's see. Who else do we got? I know there's other people that help contribute, and if I'm forgetting somebody, you guys, you know who you are, and you know I definitely appreciate it. So, Levi Prince, what's up, buddy? So now that there's a couple more people watching, like I said, I just wanted to update everybody. I'll be heading out to France here in a couple hours. I will not have cell phone coverage. However, I will have Wi-Fi at certain times. Awesome, Levi. Where's the next tournament at? Hello from Russia. Hello back to you. So yeah, I won't have cell phone coverage over there, but I will have Wi-Fi, so I'll try to get hooked up to Wi-Fi as much as possible. I do want to do some live videos just to keep everyone up to date on what the situation in France is. So I'll be arriving there tomorrow at 6:55 their time, which is 6 hours ahead of Eastern time zone in the United States. So Thursday will be weigh-in, Friday will be competition, and Saturday will be competition. This event will be live streamed. I don't have that information yet, but as soon as that becomes available, I will post the link to it on my Facebook, most likely. So if you're in the United States and you want to live stream this and watch my competition, you'll probably be watching it at like 5, 6, 7 in the morning. And if you can't catch the live stream, you can always catch the replay of it, or I will probably have videos on my YouTube as well. Robbing Gold, what's up, buddy? Well, good luck to you, Levi. Hope you kill it out there. So, I'm just on my morning walk right now. I weighed in at 156 this morning. After the walk, I should be about 155. I probably won't eat that much as we're going through the airport, getting on the plane. And with all the walking I'll be doing in France, I'll easily be making 154 by Thursday, so that shouldn't be a problem. So I know it's early. I'll see if a couple more people get on. If anybody wants to ask some questions, go right ahead. I still got about an hour and a half to go on my walk, so I'm definitely not doing anything. So if you guys feel free to ask some questions, and I'll try to get them answered. How long are you in arm wrestling? I've been arm wrestling for about 7 years. The first 3 years was more of a hobby. I was a rock climber before I started arm wrestling, so I didn't really want arm wrestling to affect my rock climbing. So I kind of just sporadically did it here and there. As I started getting better at arm wrestling, though, I kind of put rock climbing on the back burner. There's a weight allowance, correct? I don't believe. If you know something that I do, please let me know. That way I'm not killing myself before the weigh-in. But, I mean, usually IFA, USAA, they don't allow weight allowances. They're usually pretty strict with the weight classes. So, Rob, if there is a weight allowance, let me know. and where you got that information from. Looks like our viewers are dwindling away. So if we only get to 1 or 0, I may be logging off. So if you guys are still tuning in, want to ask some questions, go ahead and do so. Like I said, I'm just on my early morning walk before the flight and figured I'd catch in with you guys, update you all what's going on. It's a little chilly out this morning, which I guess is good because the weather in France is going to be about 55 all week with constant rain, so that'll be great. Down to 2 people, so we've been on about 11 and a half minutes. I'll probably go another 5 or 10 minutes, get it to the 15-20 minute mark, and then I'll log off. So be heading out to France in a couple hours. Like I said earlier, won't have cell coverage. However, I will have Wi-Fi at some point. Hotel will have Wi-Fi. I'm sure cafes will have Wi-Fi. So I'll still be checking in regularly, checking my social media. Thursday's weigh-ins should make 154 quite easily. Friday, Saturday's competition. If we're competing at 12 or 1 o'clock their time, back in the Eastern time zone, United States, it'll be about 6, 7 in the morning. So if you want to catch the live stream, you'll have to wake up quite early. I don't have the link to the live stream yet. However, that will be coming available here soon, and I will let everybody know on my Facebook page. As far as the competition goes, I've been to a Worlds before, which was last year in Orlando, and it was still it was mostly North American and South American countries that showed up. I know it was like Canada, United States, Mexico, Costa Rica, Brazil. So we didn't get the European side of Worlds, where this year, the list out for my weight class, I didn't really look at the other weight classes, but in my weight, there's 15 competitors from about 10 or more different countries. I seen Japan, Poland, Great Britain, France, Sweden, Germany, and I'll be going up against the real Hellboy, the guy with the one big arm. I don't know if he's the number 1 competition that I'll be against, but he's the guy that I recognized, the guy that I knew. There's also people from Albania in my weight class, and if you know anything about the Albanians, they are hell of arm wrestlers. So this will be my first, real international competition versus the Europeans. I have faced Europeans before, but they've now have United States residency, guys like Roman, who's from the Ukraine originally. I made from Georgia, and those guys are tough. So win, lose, or draw, the competition's going to be great, and I'll definitely be coming back to the United States a better polar. The goal is to at least place. You know, I'm not going in thinking I'm going to win the world championship, which you never know. It could happen, but my goal is to at least place first, second, third. That would be nice, but we'll just see what the level of competition is. You know, is the United States that far behind where you could be a top level competitor in the US, but then you go to Europe and, you know, you just get blown out of the water? And that's the cool thing about this tournament is it's going to be the unknown. You know, I've never faced anybody from Germany or Sweden or Poland, so it's going to be an eye-opening experience for sure, and definitely looking forward to it. All right, Robbie and Gold, no weight allowance as I'm seeing, but you do get a second chance to weigh in if you miss the first. All right, that's good to know. Like I said, I won't have an issue making weight. I'm already 156 this morning, and by the time I'm done with this walk, I'll probably be 155 or even 154. So I'll have a little bit to eat today. Like I said, I won't be eating that much in the airport, on the plane, whatever. So, but my goal was to be at 154 or below 154 as I arrived in France. That way, you know, if I wanted to eat a little bit, I wouldn't have to be worried about being 2 or 3 pounds over. So I definitely want to enjoy myself. I want to try the French cuisine. You know, I don't want to be restricted to calories where I can't eat anything, or I have to go to the gym Thursday morning and walk off 3 or 4 pounds. So, all right, we're at 17 minutes. I'll go 3 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them out to me and I'll give them an answer. But 3 more minutes, I'll be heading off. I'm just trying to think if I forgot anybody who contributed to the trip. I definitely know there's individuals who contributed who weren't really business owners or didn't really want themselves mentioned online that they contributed, but you guys know who you are, so I appreciate it. As far as the businesses, I'll try to run off those off the top of my head again. The IFA, after winning nationals, I got a nice contribution from them. Bob's Plaques, he creates trophies. That's Bob Sutton, legend of our sport. If you need an arm wrestling trophy, he creates unique ones. Get it through him. Cornerstone Fence, he's out of Detroit, Michigan. If you guys are anywhere in Detroit and you need a new fence put in, make sure you contact Cornerstone Fence. Escape, that's one I forgot earlier. Escape Clothing. They're local, out of Cleveland. They're trying to make a name for themselves. You could find them on Instagram or Facebook. Just search Escape FC and their clothing line should show up. I mean, it's for anybody who just wants to have cool clothing. I know they're into the fight scene, they're into hunting and just cool manly stuff, so check them out. Who else? Brew O2 mobile coffee stand out of Lorain, Ohio. I'll be checking them out when I get back from France. Illyria Wrestling, this is where it all started, guys. They created the mindset, they created the athlete. Wrestling, we see it. Every sport that wrestlers get into, they usually excel, whether it's MMA, the Olympics. Even a lot of arm wrestlers came from wrestling background, and they're all savages. So appreciate Illyria Wrestling for their contribution. Who else? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Stubborn Goat Mechanics. That's family member of my best friend. He's in the Eastern Ohio area. If you need your car worked on, from the smallest little maintenance all the way up to transmission issues, you can contact them. Stubborn Goat Mechanics. Who am I forgetting? Andre Lubkeys, what's up? What's going on? You related to Richard Lubkeys at all? If so, that'd be pretty cool. What sups are you on, is what he asked. What supplements do you take? I'm currently taking Elevate, which is, I guess, a natural testosterone booster. It's got supplements in it like ashwagandha, ginkgo something, and I can't remember everything that's in it, but it's supposed to be all natural ingredients. And to me, it seems to do all right. I also take fish oil, and I take vitamin D3 and K2 combination. If you're going to take D3, you have to take K2 with it, because if you don't, the vitamin D calcifies, and you could end up getting a blood clot or something like that. So just make sure you're taking the K2 with it. But yeah, that's all I take right now. Tips like you wish you would have known when you started arm wrestling. Biggest thing I would have known is work the setups, work the ready goes, do that in practice a lot more, because I primarily started as a slow puller, and I did slow pulling for the majority of my training. Now that I'm in high level competition, I'm usually stronger than everybody. However, if they get me on a hit or they beat me to the ready go, I am susceptible to being flashed, which I'm still working on, loading up different pressures. But yeah, work the ready goes, work the setups in practice, and don't be the slowest guy in the room, because if you guys have been watching me, I get into some grinders, and of course they're fun to be in, they're fun to watch, but when you're at a world level competition, the last thing I want to do is be put in a grinder, because even if I win, my next match is going to be ruined, because I'm going to be pumped. And if somebody is fast or stronger than me or whatever, even close, and they're fresh, they're probably going to go through me. So yeah, definitely speed and work your hand, because like I said earlier, I was a rock climber before arm wrestling, and I already had decent hand, forearm, wrist, especially ligaments and tendons. However, arm wrestling is very specific, and you have to work those pressures like you would be set up in an arm wrestling match. Do I notice any difference with them? Not really. I mean, I usually feel pretty good anyway. I'm fortunate enough that I can train hard and not really be that sore. Like, Sundays are usually our practice. I can go hard for 2 or 3 hours, and I could be back in the gym the next day. Granted, I'm not doing max effort or trying to break any records, but I'm lucky enough that I don't have to take time off, and I can continue with the gym training. But as far as feeling better, I mean, sort of. You wake up in the morning and you're not sluggish, you're ready to get out of bed, you're ready to go. So, and then the fish oil, that hopefully just keeps my joints healthy. I've been arm wrestling for 7 years. Haven't had any joint problems. You know, just I've had the minor, like, golfer's elbow. And that's pretty much it. Like, as for injuries or sorenesses that I've had from arm wrestling, it's been pretty minor stuff. And have you ever tried any other supplements? Not really. I mean, I used to take ZMA Tech, which is zinc, magnesium, and I believe vitamin D as well. That's usually a pretty good supplement. It definitely helps with your sleep. The zinc and the magnesium, it'll help you get into a REM sleep. And if you're getting good sleep, you're getting good recovery. So ZMA Tech, that's all right. Yeah, I'm not big into the supplements. I just feel like I don't need them at this point. Like, I don't use pre-workouts. I barely even drink protein shakes. This is my protein shake for the day. Super coffee, pumpkin spice, of course, since it's fall time. 70 calories, 10 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. So not bad for an early morning start here. I am a champion arm wrestler in my school. There you go, Arib. Do you guys have a team at your school, or do you just arm wrestle for fun at the lunchroom? Let me know what kind of arm wrestling you do at your school. Why did I stop, Andre? Are you talking about the ZMA Tech? It's just hard to continue taking supplements for your entire life, especially when they cost $68 or more, and you're only getting a month's worth of supply. So, I mean, I feel like the supplements I'm on right now are pretty good, and I'll probably take these until I stop taking them. You know, have no time frame or whatever. But yeah, just taking supplements for the rest of your life and never coming off of them. Even though they are just supplements, I still believe you want to come off, because pills and capsules are still liver toxic. Whatever, I don't know how big of an issue it is, but if I don't have to take supplements or capsules every day for the rest of my life, then yeah, I won't do that. Robbing Gold needs stage 3 sleep to restore muscles. I'm sure you know more than I do, but that sounds about right. You know, sleep is the biggest thing, in my opinion. Working out is important, but when you work out, you're breaking down the muscles. Once the muscles are broke down, in order to get bigger and stronger, they need to recover. So what are your best tools for recovery? You need to eat good food, and you need to get good sleep. For me, I usually follow a Mediterranean-based diet where I'm eating lots of rice, definitely good spices, different assortments of meat. I usually go through beef, chicken, lamb, steak, seafood, fish, salmon. Just started eating more, what the heck is it? More shrimp, there you go. So, good diet for sure. Stay away from the processed sugars, pop or soda, stay away from that. That stuff will kill your gains, and it will kill your motivation. People don't realize that if you drink 1 Mountain Dew a day, you're already doubling your daily limit for sugar intake. A male should only take about 30 to 35 grams of sugar per day. A Mountain Dew has about 68 grams of sugar in a bottle. And I know there's people out there that drink 2 or 3 bottles of Mountain Dew a day. So just imagine what that's doing to their body and how shitty that's making them feel. Are you anti-vax? I will not answer that because there's going to be a lot of people watching this, and I don't think it's any of their business. Am I anti-vax though? I guess I'm not, because I feel everybody has their own choice to do whatever they want. If you want to get the vaccine, that's totally fine. I'm not against it. If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's fine as well. But I also believe if you don't want the vaccine for whatever reason, you need to live a healthy lifestyle. You need to do things to boost your immune system. You need to, be cautious of others. If you are sick, stay away from them, just because they're worried about that stuff these days. But even if you have the vaccine, that doesn't make you, you're not Iron Man. You're still going to get sick. You can still get COVID, blah, blah, blah. But people can do whatever they want. If they want the vaccine, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine. Just be cautious, be careful. All right, you guys, we're at the 32-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and log off. If you have any last-minute questions, feel free to put it out there now. If there's not a question within the next 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and log off. I'm heading out for France in a couple hours. I leave Cleveland Airport at 3-ish, 3:30, something like that. I'll fly into D.C. Once we finish our layover in Washington, D.C., it's straight to France. It's a 6-hour flight. I'll be in France at 6:55 a.m. their time, which is about 1 in the morning, Eastern time zone in the U.S. Once I get there, I won't have cell phone coverage, but I will try to log into Wi-Fi as much as possible, keep everyone updated. Weigh-ins are Thursday. I should be good. I'm 156 right now. After my walk, I should be 155, 154. I compete Friday and Saturday. There will be a live stream. I'm not sure who's live streaming it yet, but once I get a link, I will post that on my Facebook. Other than that, Trevor the arm wrestler, hey man, best of luck. Awesome to see you. Awesome to see our best go represent. Appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully I can at least make the U.S. proud. This is my first international competition with the Europeans. And in my weight class, I know I got about 15 guys from over 10 different countries. Germany, France, Great Britain, Sweden, Poland, Armenia. I'm sure there's others that I'm missing, but the international competition will be there. So definitely looking forward to the trip. And if there's no more questions, I will go ahead and head out. So the next time I talk to you guys, I will be in Paris, France. We will see you guys there. Thanks for watching, everyone.